What's up, everybody? I have been waiting to go live here. This is a video that I've been wanting to cover. Eh, Is it any different than any other video that's out there that's about stuff like this? This is like body cam videos. This shit is super like entertaining to me because I was just having this conversation with people at work. I was talking about, how cops are a little, I gotta put it like a little trigger happy, if that for lack of a better term. And the reason being is because we don't really know what the stresses are that they go through now. Could there be better qualified candidates for police officers? Absolutely. But they don't pay shit. So you get what you pay for, right? But the stuff they encounter, man, think about this. Think about if you got called and you're a cop to a domestic dispute. How would you act? Would you be a little uneasy? Especially if somebody is beating someone. Let's say you have a woman that calls the cops and say, hey, this guy's beating me. He's beating me. And you go to this place. You don't know how insane this person is. You don't know what extremes they're going to go to. So that's a deadly call. That's a very scary call. How about you pull someone over at night on the side of the road? You don't know nothing happened positive at night at all. So this gives you a little glimpse into a cop's perspective about their life. So that's why to me it's interesting. So we're gonna get started here in a minute. This one here is Muffled. You see this, you see the damn title. I don't need to say that to you, but let's check it out.
It says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me.
Sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement. Can we look? No.
But why would a crackhead say that about
the crackheads? But probably because they want more crack, bro.
Okay, it's obvious. He's saying somebody's tied up in the basement. I don't know what state this is in. This is crazy. This is what cops go through. That's my point.
Is anybody on that front porch?
No.
So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something.
Oh, Jesus.
When police respond to a report of a woman imprisoned in a local residence, they encounter a bizarre homeowner who says their very presence is putting him in danger. But there's no sign of a woman. It's not.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is in Ohio. And I got to tell you, I'm from Ohio, and I hate hearing that Ohio. This is a damn epidemic in Ohio. But I don't know if it is, but I'm guessing it might be.
Until a second call brings them back that the cops go inside and make a shocking discovery that's beyond anything they could have imagined. The following report is based on official police records. On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2023, a woman calls 911 in Cleveland, Ohio, to share a disturbing story she just heard from a
Now, I had no damn clue. I had no clue this was Ohio. But I had a feeling in my bones. What is up with Ohio? Why is Ohio tripping like this? Why are they always kidnapping people, holding people hostage? What the hell's going on? Damn.
a frightened stranger.
I was just calling because I was at this store, right? And this lady had came out of nowhere and was just like all hysterical and scared and stuff or whatever. I don't know where she went to, but she said that this lady was supposed to be tied up in this basement. Now, I'm only calling because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that somebody might be tied up, even if it is a lie or whatever.
Good for you.
I kind of
Good
believe
for
her
you,
because the
lady.
way she was scared. Like, no, she didn't say anything else.
Officers with the Cleveland Police Department arrive at the address moments later.
Police.
There's music coming from the back. Hello?
After a full 3 minutes,
That house raggedy as hell. That remind me of home so bad. Oh my God. Raggedy as hell.
of knocking, the police finally get a response from inside.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this. You can't be here like this, bro.
I'm just knocking on your door.
I understand that, but you making me hot.
What does that mean?
I'm about to come out.
All right, come on out.
All right?
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
Just so you know, everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes.
turn those cameras off, please.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn the cameras off?
Why?
You have to give me a reason, and I can.
You guys are making my spot hot. I work for you guys, okay? Long story short, I work for you guys. Please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot up. All right?
Who do you work for?
I can't tell you that.
Why?
I cannot.
This mother flipper is delusional as hell.
Tell you that because I'm not allowed to tell you that. Okay, so just understand that.
Well, here,
Go home.
we have a call. Here, sir, let me just tell you why we're here, and then we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot hot. All right.
After pushing the cops to leave, the man finally asks what brought them here to begin with.
What was your call about?
Did you have a female here earlier that was a white female in a black coat?
Hell no, bro.
All right. Well, here's the complaint.
What's the complaint?
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta
Well,
go.
I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me.
Sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
Man, listen, you need to leave.
Not only do the police stick around,
This dude got some motherfucking balls.
more of them soon arrive.
Oh my God, there's so many people here.
Well, it's no big deal, man.
Man, it is a big deal.
What?
I'm trying to tell you guys. Up.
We were told that the lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we look?
No, no, but like,
Why not?
because I say so.
Is someone tied up down there?
No,
What's your name, buddy?
I can't tell you,
Hey.
that, bro.
What do you mean?
Hey, hold on, hold on.
I'm trying to tell you.
If cops show up to a house on a complaint that somebody's tied up in the basement, this dude think that he just gonna convince them, ain't nobody here, man. Y'all need to leave, and they just gonna leave. If they did leave, they some dumbass cops. They don't deserve to have the badge. This dude is insane.
I'm a confidential informant. That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say.
Who
told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if there's someone tied up in the basement, we got
There's
a problem.
nobody in the basement. I just what I
So
really,
why can't I look?
why do you
Why? Because that's
All
what
that
they do.
stuff
They're
that went on in
freaking
the
cops.
past with those 3 girls, man, we got to take this seriously.
Cleveland just had
what 3 girls?
Gina,
Cleveland just had this problem where this insane dude had these young girls tied up in the house, and one girl escaped. This just happened, dog. Are you out your damn mind? Of course they're gonna check because they don't want to be liable for none of this nonsense.
So I don't know them.
all
Man,
that
y'all-
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
No,
I'm
if
about
we
to
don't take this seriously,
I'm
and
about
there's
to give
something
you
going
my, I'm
on.
about to give you my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Stop. Please don't
That's
do
all
that.
right.
Yeah, please
We're
don't.
not going in without you.
Yeah, you can't do that. Tell him please not to do that.
While the man appears to believe that his status as a confidential informant puts him above suspicion, the police don't share that view.
Detective Smith, please go.
Which
Please.
Smith?
Detective Smith,
The one in.
second district. Okay, that's how you know I'm not.
Okay, well, I guarantee.
His phone number's right here.
No, no, listen.
I'm not
We'll
gonna-
call
It's
him.
an imaginary
Listen,
dude,
don't
I
call him.
guarantee you.
Well, why
Don't
wouldn't I
call him
call
here.
him?
Don't
Listen,
call him
will
here.
you stop talking for a
I
moment?
can't, bro. My life is on the line.
Who's on the line? All you had to do was talk to us. You're the one who came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
I got
once
drug
again-
dealers and everything that drive past there.
I don't know if you can see it, but his fingertips look like he burned them on crack pipes. I'm dead serious. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at.
And I got 5 cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out there.
Well, why are you acting this way?
You understand why I'm
No,
acting that way?
no, hell no, he don't.
And if we have to call Detective Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a girl tied up in his basement?
He's gonna say no.
Is he?
100%, bro. I just
He's willing to risk his career for all that?
You think I'm? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over Detective Smith.
You're the crackhead,
right?
sir.
I haven't spoken to Detective Smith.
Well, you're gonna talk to him. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why
in my
would
dress.
somebody
'Cause
say
they're
that?
crackheads.
But why would a
They're
crackhead
crackheads.
say that about
They're
you?
crackheads, but probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't
Why
know.
you do that to me? I know.
Do you have crack? Oh, why would crackers do that? Probably because they want more crack. Do you have crack? It's it's plausible. It's very plausible.
I don't have no crack.
It's my job. Well, why would the crackhead be here then?
This man is wow.
And the most confidential informants don't come screaming out the back door. I'm a confidential informant. Do that.
No.
Despite the suspicious circumstances, the police sergeant lets the man, Delonte Edmund Geiger, go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
Have you ever like actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're confident, that's what they do.
That's how they act.
Yeah, that's how they act. So I don't know what's up. My only fear is there's somebody really in the basement
I actually think he's freaking out like that because he's
up to no good.
yeah.
I think he's freaking out like that for two reasons.
It's real sketchy. He said need another guy.
I think he's freaking out like that because he's high on something and he's up to no good. There's someone tied up in that basement. Not for nothing, but I think there's definitely someone tied up in the basement because this wouldn't be a video about someone tied up in the basement or someone being held against their will if it wasn't the case. So we already know that that's what's going on.
But you're coming to him and telling me you're on probation. It's a training thing. And then these guys will wait by the back door in case we scream for help.
Like girls. Ah!
Good night, right? Loud music playing. So you can hear the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less funny before this day is through.
Amen.
Hey, do you mind if the record goes?
No, dude.
Although his
there's too
outfit
much
matches
going
theirs,
on.
that's pretty dope.
No. All right, stand outside. Leave this crack though in case we scream.
Nobody about to do nothing to y'all, dude. You
can't.
got guns on.
No.
No,
Seriously,
y'all
just
fuck
crack. Just in case we scream for
No,
you
bro.
understand. They're not coming in.
Oh,
You have my word. Let's just start screaming.
With that, the police go into the residence, and as the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte.
PTSD.
All right.
I've been stabbed 7 times, shot twice.
Well, have we done any of that? to you?
No. It's just I'm trying to change my life and work with the police and like.
This dude fidgety as hell. I do not trust him, and I would have my hand on that thing. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't do that every day. You feel me?
Turn that down for a minute. There we go. Actually, turn it off until we leave and then you do what you want. That way I can hear everybody.
Please.
Me.
All right, so what? Is someone just pissed off at you or something?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Big love for at least. Never come back here again. Okay?
You want to lie back?
I'm having your hand.
What is it? Let's see.
I got tracks.
Like what?
I'm
Yeah.
about to walk to
He got scratched. Man, this dude looking so sketchy.
the store right behind you guys.
Okay.
Hey, nothing down there. Here, about. No cost.
What the hell is wrong with this cat? That's a heroin or crack addict.
I know.
One of the
As
two.
it turns out, the cops will be back sooner than they may have thought. That evening, a woman tips them off that Delonte showed her pictures of a woman being tortured and zip-tied to a chair, warning that he would soon do the same to her. The police go back to the house at midnight, and once again, it's not easy to get someone to the door.
Hey, Sergeant Amatel, good place.
Yes. All right, so I appreciate this. There's a lot of you this. Yeah, you know my nerves. But this shit. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? Same people.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the overtime now.
I need y'all to come through the back door, okay? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sure. Sorry for not letting you in earlier, bro. Sorry for my attitude, okay?
It's all good.
Give me 5 seconds.
Meet me at the back door.
No worries, y'all.
Right.
We know you on high on
The
crack.
police
We
head
already
around
know.
the house to meet with Delonte, but as one officer stays behind, he hears some loud movements coming from within. Delonte soon lets the cops in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
So, if you smell bleach or something, my nose doesn't always look good.
Okay. Now I smell cat pee, so.
The basement again seems to be absent of any victims, tied up or otherwise, but this time the cops are determined to search the entire house.
James, my dog house. Oh. I'll be on the house. I got tours all over. Y'all got some tours all over. I'm about to close the door on you. There's another door behind this door. Okay.
Yeah, I hang out up here because this is rather fresh.
Everywhere you got this section off. There's nobody, you know.
There's some blood right here. There's some blood, like dried blood, I think.
There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house, but suspicions are mounting, not the least because Delonte has decided the search requires an extremely loud soundtrack.
Real quick, if you're a cop, right, and there's multiple cops being called to a resident where potentially there's somebody being held against their will in a basement, and the dude is acting like he's high on heroin or crack or some substance, and he's sketchy, why ain't there someone constantly watching with their hand on that thing, like, you know, hand on that thing, like ready to roll? Because guess what? Your life's in jeopardy. Your people's life's in jeopardy, potentially. So why get caught slipping? Because this dude, my radar is going beep. Something's wrong. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what would you do?
Did you guys find anything? Sir, turn it down. All the way down. Please turn it all the way down. Did you find anything? Sir. Sure. Yeah, it's something on the floor, but yeah, I know you see something down.
So the dude decides to turn the music up. I mean, everything this cat is doing is like, come on, bro. It's a matter of time.
I want to turn the music down. Can you turn the music down? Still away, so.
Yeah, because you moving weird, bro. Straight sketch.
No, turn the music off.
With the newfound silence, the police turn to Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom of this runaround.
Did you see that face? Did you see that face? Hold on.
The police turn to Delonte.
Is that the face of a sane individual? Is it? You tell me if that dude looks sane. We all know the answer.
Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom of this runaround. But even on a day filled with rumors, strange claims, and unsettling tips, none of them are prepared for what comes next.
Is anybody on that front porch?
No.
So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something. Is anybody on there?
I heard him dragging something out when we went from the front to the back too, just so you know.
Is anybody in that front room? Because I heard voices or movement or noise.
Yeah.
Who's up there? Who's out there?
You're sweating a lot.
What is it? Can you hear it? Oh, please. Who's out there? Where are you at?
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I shined my flashlight when you guys went back there?
Don't tell me.
Police.
Don't tell me this chick is under. He got this chick under his freaking porch.
All right. Yeah, I heard him sliding something under there when he went from the front to the back.
Where you at?
Where you at, man?
We're looking. How you got through?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
Right now, so
Tell me. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed.
all right.
Where the hell is you?
Okay.
How old are you?
60.
6-year-old female.
Oh my God. Yes.
He had this woman in a goddamn tub.
Are you injured besides that?
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
What's your name?
Cheryl Cyrus.
Oh my God.
She said Carol.
Carol? All right, Carol.
No, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yeah. How my legs out? How
All right, we
my
got
legs?
EMS coming. I don't want to move you because I don't want to hurt you more. Can you breathe?
I can now.
Okay.
I want to get out of pain.
The police escort Delonte out of the house as they try to make sense of the bizarre discovery they've made on his front porch.
Cheryl, do you know, is there anyone else here with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sure, how long have you been there, honey? Loosen for how long?
I don't know. They hurt.
You hurt? All right, we want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay?
They're the best.
What did he do to you? You did what?
Yes,
Hey, you want fire to come, at least get her upright, make sure on her backboard. I know, if we get fire here, they can, all here. No, but we got no ETA on EMS.
They got this badge.
Huh?
Did he stab you?
Yeah.
Where did he stab you, think? His arm? Yeah. Did he sexually assault you at all? Okay. Do you know how long you've been here?
Yeah.
Is it just one day? Okay.
But even with Cheryl Cyrus somewhat responsive to their questions, there's nothing that can fully explain what's going on.
What's the story here?
Oh, ho. What the hell am I even looking at? What? Can you even believe? What the hell? That ain't the call. That ain't the call you expecting, right? Like you just going, hey, we want to check, see if you. Someone said there's somebody in the basement. I know it's crazy, right? We know it's crazy, but we need to check. That ain't what you expected. That's like a bin in my garage, and I got a whole person up in the freaking bin in my garage. See, this is some insane stuff.
Dude, there's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. This might not be the only victim, but we just searched the house and didn't find anything else.
As rescue personnel get Cheryl free of the box and transported to the hospital, police conduct another search of the home.
She was supposed to be wearing a pink hoodie with pants. So she had, no, the shoes completely new.
Oh, Jesus.
Cat.
Cat scared the hell out of me.
Oh man, I thought it was something else.
And the attic's done. There was a pink hoodie, that was it.
Yeah.
Did she say it was this room or?
She just said that, like, you just transporting her from, like, the basement up here, that there was gonna be an AK-47.
I got that Cleveland hat. That's dope. I miss the old Indian style hats. I know people tripping and saying, but that's That's Cleveland Indians brown. But I got that hat too, but I like the old school Cleveland Indians hat. If y'all like that Cleveland Indians hat, anybody from Ohio, hit me up in the chat section. Say, OH, you know the rest. If you from Ohio, you know the rest.
47 in here. Drugs.
Yeah.
We have to pull it apart to find a serial number.
There's no sign of any other victims in the house, but the one they did find will give detectives more than enough to discuss with Delonte when they visit him in jail the following night.
Basically, we know some bad
Nuts.
things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the second district.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that for?
Hold on. My man said, I'm a confidential informant for Detective. That is proof positive that he is literally insane. Crazy.
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And
He giving them the big eyes. Who's insane? Or
I wasn't going to kill her.
Or both.
I wasn't going to. I've been feeding her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her out on this. Because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him together. 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3. That's supposed to be going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him Big Red, who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him Ghost, who distributes an ounce a day. But like I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I was,
You found out that what?
that the lady that what I was taking care of in my house is a rat, and if she didn't get back out on the street, I'll be exposed.
Delonte, who calls Cheryl Cece, claims she's an addict, one among many who frequent his house.
Well, she
I bet you that's her
always
house.
at my house smoking dope.
Okay.
Sometimes I take care of everybody on the streets, all the fiends. That's where they live at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, that's ground zero for the crackheads.
According to Delonte, the entire situation began on April 27th, 5 days before police showed up at his house, wanting to search the basement. In an incident partially corroborated by police records, the car Delonte was driving was pulled over by vice cops. He says Cheryl was in the car as well.
I left my house, and before I got 4 tires on the street, the police is hitting the block. I don't know what the going on. I'm swerving around up on the sidewalk trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Guns in my face. Get out the car. Get out. Where you guys going? Turn the car off. Empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like y'all just duck. Like what's going on? I had to steal them. Oh yeah, you better, we can get you for this. And since that dope is right here, we're gonna get you for that, man. Listen, bro, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Delonte says that was when one of the
Back to prison. Is anybody shocked? Because that brother crazy.
detectives took his phone, programmed his number into it, and told him, "You're working for me now." But it was how the police treated Cheryl, the woman they would later find in a box on his front porch, that really got his attention.
Detective told her, thank you, bye. Okay. Detective Smith said, thank you, bye. Keep on walking. Okay. Listen to the detectives, and if we all got out the car, the detectives like, you can go, thank you.
I'm just going to say this. Is there a slight, minuscule grain of sand possibility that this dude might be telling the truth with that? Like, you know how sometimes you got some corrupt cops that just look the other way when they get what they want, no matter what you're doing? Is it possible that maybe he's telling the truth? Don't make him less crazy, but he might be telling the truth. I don't know.
You ain't get searched. It's crap about $200 worth of dope in the car and scale, and you didn't even get searched.
He concluded that Cheryl had set up the traffic stop and would now know that he'd been turned into a confidential informant for the police. The next time Cheryl came over to his house, he decided he couldn't let her leave.
I feel like my life is in danger, bro. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my underarm, blood, all type of weird. It's crazy. I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I beat her up, I fed her, showered her, all type of weird shit. Made sure she ate.
But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all.
Feeding her, showering her, made sure she ate. How is that weird stuff? Isn't that like normal shit? Ain't nothing weird to me about that. What you did was weird, bruh.
Like everything that went through, like the time where you and Cece were together, like what happened during those days?
I just punched on her, punched on her, slapped on her, till her punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room, fed her, showered her, gave her some water, put a blanket over her. I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
No, that's fine.
What else? What? No.
Okay.
Is that what you about to ask me?
No,
I thought you about to ask me.
no, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why the f would I do that?
I didn't know.
Hell no.
Okay. All right. So at that any
Why
point,
would I give her my
were-
drugs?
Was she asking to leave? Different things like that.
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop. I won't do it again. I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I'll never tell, Blast. Please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's the culture in the streets.
While Delonte speaks to detectives, Cheryl lies in the intensive care unit on a ventilator in what the hospital classifies as declining critical condition.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
In addition to being on dialysis, she's suffering from swelling to the head and brain, broken ribs, a collapsed
Indeed.
lung, and multiple spinal fractures.
So he beat the hell out of this woman. And he wants us to feel sorry for him. Man.
But according to Delonte, it could be worse.
Go kill her. The would have been dead. Long story short, if I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead.
So
Facts.
Delonte says that, among other things, he had Cheryl sit down and write, "I am a snitch," and "I am a rat" over and over again. It's worth noting that while the police report from the traffic stop identifies 2 passengers, neither of them were named Cheryl.
So when cops spoke the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
They asked to check the basement.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement. She's upstairs laying down in the bed.
So
We're down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where like you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
So then at that point, he told you just to let them in if you want to check the basement.
Yeah. He said they're not gonna, he said, case like a matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, bag. 5 minutes. Tell them to come in 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed. 2 minutes to let them in the house, and 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home. Well, like, they only wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't there and they left.
Okay.
Stupid them.
All right. So
Right? You should search the whole house.
Yeah.
Which house am I?
He's right. He's damn right. Lazy ass cops didn't do the job.
Somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in. Check down the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, sir. Job. Y'all supposed to open up the tables, open up the refrigerator. That's a horrible job on y'all part. Horrible job on y'all.
You know it's bad when the criminal said y'all did a horrible job. Do better.
I'll be the first to say it. A missing body.
Pretty serious.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time, take it serious.
After accepting Delonte's feedback on their police work, the detectives move on to the second visit to his home that night.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
Put her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
No anything else.
Why'd you have the music going so loud?
Just in case if she made noise, they wouldn't hear.
When Cheryl improves to the point that she can speak to detectives, she tells them that Delonte, who was
At least this dude is telling you the truth. That's why he did it. There ain't no reason to lie now. I guess he's saying, look, man, I'm caught. Why'd you play the music? Because I ain't want y'all to hear her screaming or mumbling. And hey, I ain't mad at that. Thank you for the truth.
Was her dealer, turned on her and accused her of being a narc. Over a period of days, he beat her, stabbed her, dragged her across the floor, broke a television over her head,
Oh my
and put her
God.
in several different containers. She says he also poured water on her to the point she couldn't breathe and fed her addiction so she could endure the pain.
Wow.
Even still, Delonte appears hopeful that this will mostly blow over.
Are y'all gonna try to help me or not?
Well, like I
No,
said,
you
it'll
fool.
go from there once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I am a confidential informant and
Oh
that
my
like
God.
I am working
This
with
dude's straight
police.
stupid.
Like, I understand I'm in trouble, but what I need you guys to do is like,
Well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I like doing my job. I like my job. And
Oh,
like,
oh,
I don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
guns on the
We-
streets.
we
I
like
don't
your
want
job
guns on the
too, bro.
streets. I can't do that if I'm in here.
He's right. You know, we he's doing a great job. You know, such a great job. And we like the job that you're doing. We want you to stay on the streets and beat people and hit them over the head with televisions and stuff them in totes, because that's how the job gets done. You're doing good, bro. Real good.
Mr. Smith will buy me out. Believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need a bond. And DT Smith will come buy me out, and I'm going right back to work.
But that doesn't happen, and Delonte is soon informed that his bond will be set for $750,000. News that he responds to with a middle finger at his hearing. 11 days after his interrogation, he's still in jail when he speaks to his mom on the phone.
You think they lower my bond? If they lower my bond to like 200,000, dude, I got enough collateral to buy myself out. I already talked to the bills, by the way.
Oh my God.
He said, just bring me my collateral, bring me my dump truck, bring him my trailer, my tools, and I told her I had to put one of my businesses in. And I'm like, that's when he said, he said, you got to lower your bond.
We just got to see tomorrow when you go to court. The worst outcome that comes out of this for you is might be 5 years in a asylum.
But
In an asylum, even mom know he crazy as hell. He cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
things turn out a bit differently. At a court hearing 6 months later, Cheryl Cyrus recounted the horrors inflicted upon her and told the judge that she remained 98% paralyzed and dependent on others for her basic needs. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to 1 count of felonious assault, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of possessing a weapon under disability, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. In November 2023, the judge said, "I've never seen an offense like this in my time on the bench," and sentenced Edmund Geiger to 16 to 20 years in prison with an expected release date of April 2039. He's currently incarcerated at the Trumbull Correctional Institution. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early.
Damn. Well, shout out to EWU crew body cams. You see, they got their little, their logo, so you can't really do much to the video, but it's a review of the video. I mean, great stuff, guys. I appreciate it. Please, if you guys, anybody's watching this chat, please go subscribe to his YouTube channel and mine. Obviously, subscribe to mine, because this dude be bringing you the real raw stuff that you ain't gonna see nowhere else. I'm sure he's not the only one, but he does a great job. But what do y'all think? That dude straight cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He obviously paralyzed this lady. Oh my, the most heinous stuff. Now, granted, thank God she's still alive. But other than that, man, he put this woman through straight hell. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, follow, all the above. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Give me some feedback. If you were a cop called to a call like this, what would you do? Would you be on this dude like white on rice? You know what I mean? Because the dude was sketchy as a mug. But I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Till next time. Peace.